Welcome back to the Ask the Real Manos 2. And I'm starting off with Valdorf, and let's see, I got 6 questions here, and here we go. What's the one thing you hate to see in comics? And I'll have to go with crossovers. I'm really been talking shit about crossovers on some videos I've been doing, and I'll stick with that. I really find them frustrating, and I feel like my problem with them is that they interrupt my run of whatever I'm reading, and it doesn't allow books to go on their own and breathe and succeed and fail with whatever stories they were doing, because they all have to adhere to whatever the continuity is for. And this is mainly Marvel and DC. Dark Horse and Image don't really do this shit. Maybe I should read more Dark Horse and Image, frankly. Yeah, it's like there's a couple months of build-up for this crossover, and then of course there's a whole bunch of crossovers, and then maybe the issues have to tie in or maybe avoid or something like that. And then there's a few months of repair work about like how do I deal with this story, and then we have to build up to the next story, which is going to be in another 6 months. And it seems like it's getting worse. It seems like these Marvel and DC have like a new crossover every 6 months, and or even 3 months in some cases. And it's rather frustrating. I don't particularly like it. And this is the thing, I don't hate crossovers themselves. I think it's cool when something big happens like that. But it's just happening too much, and it's happening too often, and it's kind of making everything less fun. And that's what this is all about. This is supposed to be fun. And I don't know. I feel like reading maybe Hellboy. Hellboy doesn't have to do a crossover. All right. Who is your favorite superheroine? Do I have one? I guess Cassandra Cain Batgirl. After her, Wonder Woman. After her, Black Canary. After her, She-Hulk. Zatanna. And not too many favorite. I've been thinking about the Marvel and DC female heroes. I do think DC just makes. Well, no, they don't do it better. They don't make better female characters. I think they're more true to their female characters. It seems like Marvel just kind of has them all on the back burner. They exist almost because they have to exist, because there are women in this world like men, hanging around. So they have to be in there somewhere. It doesn't seem like a primary focus for Marvel. Or DC, they have all these characters running around. They have their own stories, and they have their own books. The DC had a Harley Quinn series for a while. Can you believe it? So yeah, I guess I don't know. Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, She-Hulk, Wonder Woman. I think they're awesome. Zatanna. I can't wait. I heard there's going to be a Zatanna series this year. Oh, I'm also really recently fallen in love with Madame Xanadu. I've never heard of the character up until recently, since they started this new series, and I think she's really cool. I do recommend the book. Do you like manga or anime? And I don't talk about manga and anime. And actually, if I'd started this page a few years ago, I'd probably talk about more. I haven't really been interested too much lately in anime or manga, and during the 90s I used to watch quite a bit of anime, and I'd read some manga here and there. Right now I don't know, I'm not seeing anything that really kind of grabs my attention. I would like to get back into this stuff, but I don't know. Do you have any suggestions? I'd love to hear them. I've been thinking about, I've never really bought the Akira trade, so I've been thinking about that, maybe Ghost in the Shell. And yeah, I would like to probably get back into it. What animated movie would you like to see DC make? And Dark Knight Returns, easy. Dark Knight Returns, or Batman Year One. I'd love to see those two done. Or Cosmic Odyssey, and I think that would be excellent. I think that's almost built perfectly for the Bruce Timm film series. And for kooky fun, it might be interesting to see someone else do something different. Like maybe maybe Henry Selick make Batman Arkham Asylum. I think that would look cool. And let's see, what's your favorite comic book cover? Now that's an unfair question. That's like asking myself, what's my favorite breadth? There's been thousands, millions of comics, and they all have fantastic covers. Well, not all, but there's been millions of great covers. This one, when I was thinking about your question, this is the one I kept going back to. It's I've actually talked about this in a previous video. This is Detective Comics 590. The cover is by Norm Breyfogle. This is Batman story where he goes to London and to fight terrorists. And God, that's just such a beautiful cover. I'm knocked out every time I see it. And it's such a simple cover. It's not really too intricate or any, kind of style he used. It's like, oh wow, how did he do that? No, it's just a cool looking cover, and I love it. Are there any new stories you're working on? And yeah, I'm actually starting work on a new novel. I don't want to talk about it too much. Actually, I have two novels, but one is a mystery that has a supernatural connotation to it, and the other one is a love story involving a ghost and hanging around in the background of the story. And I don't want to really talk too much about them. I'm going to probably start on one of them in January if I can get my research together. I keep wanting to write stuff that I have nothing to do with in my own life, so I have to research it. It takes fucking forever. It's maddening. I should write about... No wonder so many writers write about writers. It's like, oh, I don't have to research that. Yeah. So that's probably my next book. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about it in the upcoming year. And okay, we're gonna what? 2 minutes? No, 3 minutes. I got a lot to talk about in the next couple of questions. So let's cut it here.